Richard Southern joins us this Monday. Hi, Richard.
Hey, Janella.
Good to
Happy
see
Monday.
you. Happy Monday. So it's been a heavy weekend, though, and we begin with reaction from the ongoing protests in the U.S. And in business news, many companies are condemning the death of George Floyd and showing solidarity for the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah, and some are doing it in really unprecedented ways, like completely changing their website. Janella, that's what we saw with Beyond Meat. Their official site, beyondmeat.com, kind of disappeared, and it was replaced with just this message, and it reads in part, quote, "We stand with all those affected by injustice, inequality, bigotry, systematic racism, and police brutality." So all, news about the company's food gone. It was just that message.
Wow.
Nike out with a new ad on social media. And what Nike did was they flipped around their iconic slogan. Nike always says, "Just do it." They're out with a new commercial that says, "Don't do it." And the ad goes on to say, quote, "For once, don't do it. Don't pretend there's not a problem in America. Don't turn your back on racism." So very interesting ad there from Nike. We also heard from Sony today. The company, Janella, was going to put out all new information about its new PlayStation console and its new games. That's not the right time for it. They're postponing that. Facebook's kicking in $10 million to fight racial inequality. So yeah, companies are lining up to try and get behind this movement.
Wow, some powerful words there from some heavy hitters, and I guess they realize that they have a big platform. They have an opportunity to be on the right side of things, and some of these companies like Nike, they've kind of historically always done this. They know it's good for business, or maybe
and
as
Nike
well.
stood by Colin Kaepernick and kept him on board through everything as well, so they're well positioned with that.
Yeah, and I mean, Colin Kaepernick, he was taking a knee against police brutality, so them kind of standing behind him eventually, shows this is what he's been fighting for. Okay, yep. If you took advantage of the extended tax deadline due to COVID-19, you want to make sure you've got that information in, because that deadline is today.
Yeah, today is the official tax deadline in Canada, Janella. However, if you didn't file today and you owe money, you're not going to be hit with any penalties until September 1st. So, if you do owe money, you have until September 1st to file. By the way, if you're getting any benefits like the Canada Emergency Response Benefit, that's not taxable this year. It will be next year, though. And of those that have filed so far this year, Janella, 70% are getting a refund, and the average refund so far is just above $1,800.
Much needed at this time for lots of people. Really quickly before we run out of time, one company getting a major boost after that successful SpaceX rocket launch over the weekend.
Yeah, you can't invest in SpaceX as a private company. You can invest in Virgin Galactic, and this is Richard Branson's company, and this is their spaceship that's going to start taking people, paying customers, into low Earth orbit soon. 250 grand if you want to go up. Many, though, believe that this could expand to, very fast point-to-point transfers. Once that spaceship's up there, you could go from, say, Toronto to London in maybe only 30 minutes, and that's attractive in this day and age when we don't want to spend a long time on planes. So investors ahead to some interesting possibilities with this company. And yeah, Virgin Galactic stock was a big winner today. Janella, you and I are back just a little bit after 6:30. David Guetta, the EDM musician, getting roasted online for his response to the protest movement in the States. We'll talk about that after 6:30.
Okay, we'll see you next hour.
Thanks.